in the middle of September and the season of festivals is dressing up to arrive. The countdown for Vijay Dashmi, Durga Puja, Dhanteras, Diwali, Chhath and so many others has started with a new gold rush. What's the result? Gold prices have surged to record all-time highs of 1,13,000 per 10 grams in India. What's the reason? Well, the reasons this year for it are a blend of traditions and economics. Yes, Indians do add a sparkle to their festivities by buying gold, and that triggers the surge in prices of the yellow metal. But no, this time it's not just us Indians who are driving the prices of gold to dizzy highs. In fact, central banks all over the world are eyeing gold and saying, "I'm loving it." Yes, central banks have literally been on a gold buying spree. Surprised? Let me first dive in the past for a then and now comparison. In 2000, gold in India was selling at 4,400 rupees per 10 grams. In 2010, it touched 18,500 for that 10 grams or 1 tola as Indians are more familiar with. In 2015, it went past the 26,000 mark. 2020, 48,650 rupees. 5 years down the lane, it has scaled past the Mount 1 lakh mark. These days, it is flirting with the 1,13,500 per 10 grams mark. Now, let's do a global scan on gold prices. September 10, spot gold climbed to $3,653 per ounce. Just for comparison, last year, it was around $2,000 per ounce. Now, that's a 40% year-to-date rise as of September 10, 2025. Global big guns like Goldman Sachs and ANZ Group have projected that gold could actually breach the $4,000 per ounce mark by mid-2026. Some are even saying that $5,000 isn't far off. By the way, 1 ounce is about 31 grams, while Indians and other South Asians deal with 1 tola or 10, 11 grams. So that's how you're supposed to look at the gold prices abroad, global gold prices and the gold prices in India. Now coming to why. Yes, there is a strong domestic buying interest in the run-up to the festive and the wedding season. But why have central banks in China, India, Turkey, Russia and Poland become top customers of gold of late? Why are they investing in what's otherwise considered a safe asset? The reason behind the frenzy is anxiety and partially fear. Ongoing wars, global uncertainties and Trump tariffs have sent jitters through the world economy. Anytime fear rises, so does the gold's appeal. Let me give a desi example. Remember at the time of tearful send-off of daughters after their marriage, that's called as bidai, parents pack a pouch of gold for them and the thought, "Bure waqt mein kaam aayega, rakh lo." You know, over the last 3 years alone, central banks have purchased more than 1,000 tons of gold annually across the globe. Now, this is a dramatic jump from the 400 to 500 ton yearly average seen throughout the previous decade. Back home, the Reserve Bank of India has bought a record 57.5 tons of gold in the past year alone. In fact, RBI's gold reserves today stand at about 880 tons. RBI, by the way, has also repatriated a chunk from its overseas vaults to have more control and flexibility. Now, India's central bank has the 7th highest gold reserves in the entire world. America has the highest with 8,133 tons. But if you think that's big, then wait till you see these numbers. You know, Indian households, including temples put together, hold a whopping 25,000 tons of gold. Yes, that is the world's biggest private gold stash, far outstripping the RBI's official reserves and even the holdings of US, Germany and China put together. This is actually the financial safety net for millions of families who see gold as both tradition as well as security. Now, there are some more reasons behind the rise in gold prices. There is a weakening US dollar and expectations of at least 75 basis points rate cut by the US Fed this year. There is a slowdown that's visible For example, the US is creating way lesser jobs than actually needed. Next is ongoing geopolitical tensions. Experts say Middle East and Central Asia are also supporting gold as geopolitical uncertainty traditionally drives investors towards safe assets. Wise men of economics say as global uncertainty persists and deepens, and with central banks still out in the market for gold, this golden rally may have more room to run. Interestingly, in India, a similar gold rush was last seen in April when Akshay Tritiya showed up in the festival calendar. With a second gold rush in a year, it seems 2025 is heading to be a year whose history may well be written in gold.